Hey guys, Interact here, bringing you a special game that I have here. This is going to be a replay of the game. This is a game that I played with my friend Chris, Cybernetics. I was playing the Vladimir middle and he was playing Janna support bot. And if you'll take a note at the summoner spells on the enemy team, they look like a bunch of trolls. And they did, in fact, actually have a very interesting strategy that they used. So I'll go ahead and actually just let the game play out so you can see the strategy that they ended up using and how my team ended up taking that. So it looks like, maybe a pre-made, something went wrong, Tristana picked AD carry, and they all wanted to play AD carry or something. I wasn't quite sure, but 4 surge to promote, 1 heal. Definitely an interesting game. So let's go ahead and see how it plays out. So the game starts off normal. I'm playing the Vladimir middle. I go ahead and boot start just to be safe. I don't really actually know why I boot started. I think I just did it just kind of like a just-in-case thing, And I'm not really comfortable with my Vlad mid. I don't really play him. Excuse me, I don't really play him very often, so I am using the relatively new, I believe it's Bloodlord Vladimir skin. And yeah, I was just going to kind of mess around with my AP middle. Vlad is not one of my best characters, so I was just kind of I haven't really played him since they did a big nerf on him last. I played him a bit at release. So I was expecting, I was definitely expecting some trolling coming out of this team. As you can see from me standing back here, not pushing up or checking anything. I definitely expected probably a 5 gank middle. If not, I saw the promotes and I kind of thought, maybe they're going to try and just go all middle and try and, promote push and end this game early, but I wasn't quite sure, so I did boot start. I did have my finger hovering over the flash key at all points in time. So there we go, we go ahead and CV this blue, we see nothing there. So at this point I began to be kind of scared here. I did kind of push out. We do have Shaco trying to jungle. I didn't really think that was going to end too well for him. But here we go, I'm pushing out, I'm just kind of cautiously standing back. And we do see all of them in the jungle at our red. So they do get first blood on Shaco. I'm just trying to get some CS in here, and I'm pretty much expecting them to come try and gank me, as you can see from me. Not even trying to get that creep, kind of standing back away from it. And there we go, there's Graves pinging on the thing, jumps at me. I just kind of run away. I don't know if I blow flash or not, I think I just kind of walk. Yeah, I just kind of walk through here. Nocturne does eventually hit me with that Q. So they are currently all in the middle. Actually, that's only 4 of them. I'm not sure where the 5th is yet. But I do... Yeah, there's Tristana walking in. I did just try and harass them a little bit. I didn't exactly see my turret staying alive for too long here. I did try and throw some E-harass there, but I didn't really see that turret staying alive for long with all of them having surge and promote and all that. So Shaco does come from his lane to try and help me defend here. Honestly, I'm not actually sure how we should have played this game. I think they should have just stayed in lane and farmed. Maybe with Shaco coming middle to help me. Because if they are all middle, they're going to get absolutely no XP. So perhaps it should have been best for everyone to stay in lane. You see Caitlyn coming up on the minimap down here. I believe Yorick TPs and comes back. I'm just trying to, poke this Nocturne, maybe get a kill off on him. I think Caitlyn ignited in there. I go ahead and ignite Yi, try and save Caitlyn. I believe, yeah, she dies there. So this game, it kind of just starts off pretty bad. I almost die here. I do believe I get away. Yep. I do get away, and I believe Shaco gets killed there. So Caitlin calling in chat, Yorick and Jonna, hello. Obviously wanting to push. I am in Skype with Jonna Cybernetics. I do believe that actually at this point he said he was just going to try and push, and I do believe he builds AD carry later on in the game. So we were just trying to prevent that. They are just pushing middle right now. I'm pretty sure this might be the cannon wave. Yeah, this is the cannon wave, so I know that they're going to promote and push it out. Chris calling in chat, I ain't even mad, that's awesome. I agreed with him on that. We were having kind of a bad night. We had played some bad games, and then we ran into these guys, and I think basically the entire time, and from the summoner screen, we were just laughing our asses off at their picks, and we were having a really good time. And at the end of the game, I do tell these guys I'll go ahead and put it on YouTube for them, and I am a bit late on that, and I apologize. I've just been kind of swamped with things for work and whatnot. So I do just try and get some farm in here to just try and kind of, you know, do whatever. Looks like Yi and Tristan are pushing the bottom lane right now. I don't know if they have not promoted yet, it seems, and my LOL replay gets a little bit messed up here. They are pushing. I'm not sure if they're going to promote or not. You see Graves has gone top, Corki's gone middle. Corki and me just having a little bit of a fight here. As you can see me kind of pulling off of him, he's doing a lot more damage than me with his 2 Doran's blades. Yorick wisely does kill the cannon minion up there, and they do kill that one bot. I think I've already killed mine here, so... I don't know, this game was a bunch of fun, and these guys were, you know, really great sports. They didn't, you know... My team raged a little bit. They didn't rage too hard, though. Everyone just kind of had a bunch of fun, you know. It was just a fun game against these guys, and they were hilarious. And you know, we were joking at the end. I was talking with Chris. I wasn't actually sure if we could win it or not. Let me just speed it up a little bit. I wasn't actually sure if we could win it or not, and they do get our inhibitor pretty quickly. I think it might actually be like 10 or 11 minutes in. So I didn't feel all that good about the game at that point in time. It did pretty much feel lost after we had lost an inhibitor. You'll see me try and fight some super minions at like level 6, and it's really terrible. They do so much damage early on, and all the guys have left their lanes. They're all coming middle to push here, so we just slow it back down a little bit. They did all come to the middle lane here. We do have a CV out on them. Shaco frantically calling for defense on the inhibitor turret. Chris calling for Kaylin to just push right now.
Your turret has been destroyed.
And they do get the turret, and I do back off to go, I guess, shop for a little bit. And they do start, you son of a bitch. They do start pushing here. And Caitlin Yorick showing up now, level 6, trying to futilely just defend this turret. Throwing out some ignites here. I come back into the fight. I'm not actually sure. They haven't gotten 3 kills right now? Yeah, 3 kills right now. I'm not actually sure when it is that we start getting kills, but I do end the game with a fair amount of kills. I'm not really sure how many. It looks like they're trying to... Chris down here with his wards, making sure he doesn't get ganked. He's just trying to push. I'm not sure at this point if he started building his AD only. I believe he builds like, I think it's like 4 Phantom Dancers and an IE or something. Something great like that. Yeah, Caitlin calling this is fuction retarded. They must be pre-made. Me saying, no, not really. I mean, this is just kind of, you know, a fun game after a long night of just kind of losing a bunch and not really doing all that well. It was nice to have these guys just kind of screw around and have fun. And they did say at the end of the game that Tristana they actually aren't a pre-made, they said. Tristana actually just insta-locked Tristana and called for them all to use AD carries. I think Tristana had this idea in mind when she had started to just kind of screw around and have fun. And here you'll see me futilely trying to fight this super minion, which actually does have almost double my health at the moment and way more AD than me. And then there's another one coming in, and you'll see I get completely wrecked by these things. Chris coming up here to help me. Nocturne ulting. I got scared here. I actually have no idea where he ulted. I think he ulted Yorick top. Yeah, Yorick goes ahead and hits himself. I think he's going down. I actually almost die here. I had to pool to keep myself alive from just minions. 9.5 minutes into the game. They get a kill on Caitlyn, they get a turret. At this point, you know, we're cracking up, talking about how this is the greatest game in the world and how there's no way in the world that we win this because, as I just demonstrated, you know, level 6s can't fight super minions, and they're just starting to push right here. They just took top, they got the promoted minion walking around. I do believe they actually take 75% reduced damage from turrets if you have improved promote, which I assume that they ran for this. I'm just kind of sitting around. I do get a chain vest. I think I rush Zhonya's hourglass at this point, just to make sure that they can't do too much damage to me. Here we go. This turret's getting pushed. I do believe it's going to go down. Yep, that goes down. York trying to defend there. I think actually my strategy at this point was basically just to farm and try and out farm them, because if they're just auto attacking to push, you know, and they're all sticking together, they're going to get like no XP and no farm. And you'll see later on it does pay off. I do start killing them, which does not help the fact that they are already pushing on Nexus turrets 11 minutes into the game with super minions. So basically, I do believe we end up losing this game quite atrociously. I do believe I'm just maxing my Q at this point, trying frantically to nuke down the super minions and to get a bunch of health. I do see Nocturne pushing in. I mean, it just kind of progresses from here. It just kind of they just keep pushing lanes, and we, you know, can't defend all of them. And if we leave one lane, if we leave mid lane, you know, they start pushing and winning. Chris down here trying to defend against Tristana. The inhibitor is going to respawn soon. I believe at this point actually is where I start to try and fight them. And I noticed that, you know, he's doing a fair amount of damage to me, but he can't really seem to bring my health all that far down. So I thought, you know, maybe I can fight him on the turret if they start to fight. And they actually do just focus the turrets, so I just, you know, ignite, try and put out all this damage on them, and I don't believe I get a kill here. I do believe they get the turret. So I am starting to get them low, but I can't actually just manage to end the kill right now. Looks like Chris died to Tristana. I guess bot. I'm trying frantically to defend this inhibitor, but I do believe it goes down pretty soon here. Yeah, Chris calling GG, you know. I do believe we start talking in chat to them, just talking about how great they are and how they made our night. Caitlyn does this a lot. She just randomly starts ulting people. I'm not really sure what she was doing there. Look at this thing. This thing has more health than me, and I believe it actually has, yeah, it actually has more attack damage than me right now. And it's just really hard to kill. So, I mean, I hadn't seen this strategy since beta, back when people used to run all promote, all middle. And they would just all promote, you know, the promote used to not work on just the small creeps. It used to work on the, on any creep, and it would make it like a super minion, basically. And they used to just run 5 promotes, and then everyone would go middle, and I think, you know, you would run like Soraka, Alistar, so you could just heal the minions. It was kind of ridiculous, but I did just get a kill on Nocturne. I do believe I end up getting, you know, I think I actually go positive at the end of this game, but we just can't stop, you know, 2 inhibitors down at level 8. And I believe everyone on my team, yeah, everyone on my team is level 8. We're all just trying to get some CS here. Their CSs are alright, I guess. As I said, my main strategy was just kind of try and CS better than them and try to win fights, but it doesn't actually end up paying off at the end. We do end up losing, and I'm just recalling here, and I wish my LoL replay wasn't so messed up with these health bars, but oh well. They're just kind of pushing here, and they just start pushing into middle. Yep, now there's all of them, and we start a team fight here. I have to pull out because I get moved down pretty quickly. Shaco pulling out, Master Yi ulting for the turret. We just start. I'm not sure why I didn't ult him here. Yeah, there we go. I think I was waiting. Chris gets a kill. He's got his Philo Stone right now in boots. I'm not sure when he actually starts going AD Janna. I do remember him going AD Janna though. So I can zoom out a little bit here. Get some on Corki. I do flash for that kill, just to make sure, you know, I'm the one getting the kills, because I don't really trust pubs to do very well in these games. I mean, it looks like York's pretty good, but our Shaco is building standard right now. York's got his Ninja Tabby, Caitlyn building pretty standard, Shaco building pretty standard, and I do notice they are starting to push our inhibitor turrets. Caitlyn sitting here frantically trying to just shoot them down, but there's what, 3 super minions here? And this is pretty much just how the game progresses. It gets pretty one-sided pretty quickly. They do try and do dragon, and Nocturne does end up dying, so... Yeah, I'm just trying to farm a needlessly large rod. I might actually just camp here. Yeah, I camp here for the Giants build. They do kill this turret down here. We get a kill on Graves, but... Yeah, you see Yee's pushing up here with his minions, and Corki's pushing down there with his minions, and... York is actually going for a kill over here. I'm not sure what their health look like. Yeah, it just looks like York's about to get killed here. He has barely any health, barely escapes the Corki. But yeah, as I said, this game was a nice break from, you know, traditional, just kind of traditional meta, you know, solo top, AP mid, jungler, support, AD bot, you know, just to see some guys kind of screwing around and bringing the game back to just, you know, screwing around and having fun. And that's really what the game is all about. And I did promise these guys I would post this, and I do apologize again for being late, but I am going to get this up tonight, and I will keep my promise to these guys because they were some great guys, and they did just kind of joke around at the end of it. All this fighting going on, I'm not really sure. I think she's building an IE right now. Yeah. Master Yi just kind of starts for her. I come in, I think I get a kill on Trist right here, and I don't know if I die to Graves or not. I think I barely evade his ulti. Yeah, I do get a couple of, you know, barely evading things. Chris has got his first seal, gets a kill here. Looks like he might try and kill the Tristana. Or he might, no, he shields up, but he does get ulted and kill him. So looks like Shaco's taking down this Tristana. While these things are pushing the turrets, and there goes the first Nexus turret, 18.5 minutes into the game. I believe it just kind of progresses like this from here on. So I will just kind of shut up and just let the game play out. And we can just enjoy these guys. Maybe I'll try and slow it down when the chat comes up and we start just kind of joking around with these guys. But good game, guys. It was a great game, and I will try and give you guys a shout out on your names at the end of the game. If you take a look at my inventory down there, I did actually buy a thorn mail, just to try and keep these guys from being able to kill me too badly. And I think it does pay off a little bit at the end. They do kind of take a lot of damage from me, just from auto attacking me. But they do manage to kill me. I do flash for the Corki there, and I'm not sure actually if I get a double kill here or not. Yeah, those minions become too much for me to handle. So I do believe Chris gets a kill here though. He might get a red buff kill. Yeah, there we go. He gets a red buff kill, and I think the other person gets away unless York's able to pick him up. But they do have all of the inhibitors except for this one right now, so there are 2 super minions per wave. I think they eventually get Baron and end this. I don't think we'll ever see this becoming meta, but it is fun for just kind of messing around every once in a while, just kind of having some fun in the game. That is what the game is about, so props to these guys for pulling it off and getting a win.
Been slain.
And Chris did give me some pretty mad saves there with his ulti and his shield.
An ally has
I
been
still think he hates Janna though. I think he actually thinks Janna is one of the worst supports in the game. We always give him grief for that, because I have a couple of friends who play a pretty mean Janna. Caitlyn getting mad here. I think this is about the point where me and Chris start talking about how we love these guys. And they really made our night. Yep, there we go, me saying, let me just say this, I think it's great. Chris saying he's having fun, Shaco saying he's having fun as well. Graves saying it's really funny. Yeah, me saying I thought I saw the end of the 5 promote mid when they removed it in beta, and I guess it might be coming back for at least these guys.
is respawning.
Silly Tristana trying to 1v1 me there, and I am a lot higher than her. I am 3 levels, and I do have a Trinity, I'm sorry, a Thornmail, not a Trinity Force in my Rylays, and I am Vladimir, so I do have a bunch of life steal, but I guess she does shut me down with her explosive shot. Still don't really know what she was thinking there, maybe she's just screwing around. Graves calling to grab Baron quickly. Shaco asking Chris if he can CV. It says it's on cooldown. They did actually take it. I did actually think that Graves was just joking around and trolling us, but they did actually go ahead and take Baron. So that does help them end this game, I'm pretty sure.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon. Your inhibitor has been...
Yeah, they do start split pushing us here. I'm pretty sure that was an ace, yeah. So we do get an ace. I do type "come at me, bros" in chat. Graves complaining that they need to buff the super minions. They should 1v5 you 8 minutes. Me joking around that the strat isn't used in tourneys for a reason. Kate is just getting mad here. You know, we're just talking about keeping up the good trolling. I give him a 10 out of 10.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
I don't know why Caitlyn's mad. I mean, I thought that it was great. Chris joking, playing something other than the meta outrageous. Oh, they do try to chase me down here. I am fairly sure that yeah, there we go. I just flash away and just kind of kite him through the brush and stuff.
Rampage.
Chris is gonna kill her again. Let me go ahead and check Chris's board really quickly. Yeah, here we go. He's got the Sword of the Occult with 9 stacks and then 2 Phantom Dancers. And getting that 11th stack that I do believe is... Yep, there we go. We got another kill on Graves. So that makes me 10, 2, and 8, and Chris 7, 3, and 14. But the super minions are just impossible to stop at this point in time. It's too much for us, and we do succumb to it. Yep, there I go talking in chat about how the delay of Ninetales. This was the Ninetales night, and she was delayed yet again, and I was pretty angry about it. I did have high hopes for Ninetales, and she is a great champion. I have played her. I love her a lot. Graves saying that it's pissing him off too. Chris agreeing with him, and she did come out later that night. But there we go. Me talking about how I love Kassadin, and here's the story from Graves about how it wasn't planned. I believe he says Trist just insta-locked and called for them all to play 80s and go mid with promote, so. Yep, there we go. Trist insta-locked and said all to go 80, GG. And I mean, despite Caitlyn being mad, I did think that these guys were great, and they did really make my night. Me and Chris almost, died of laughter midway through this game, and I think we actually just stopped after this because we knew that any other game that we had played would never ever top how great this game was, and I did actually maintain a pretty positive KD on the left, so I was happy about that.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon. Your team has
Looks like Chris and
destroyed a
Caitlyn took down our first turret of the game 34 minutes into the game, while we are missing all of our turrets except for that last Nexus turret and all of our inhibitors. I do believe Nocturne gets hit by a trap down here, so we see all of them, and we do. Yep, I do start to blue pill here, and we do know that they are about to just all. There we go. There's the search from Graves. I believe Nocturne surges here. And, yep, they just take it out. I try futilely to ult them and then pool and kill all of them. They do end the game. We all Kate calls "fuck you guys." We all say GG. You know, I thank them for the game, and that was that game. And I will now post this as I promised these guys. And we did have a nice little chat in the post game chat. Talked about how I have a YouTube channel and I was going to post it for them. And you know, they were nice guys. They did actually have a fair amount of wins, so they weren't actually absolutely terrible players that did this. But there were some pretty cool guys just to, you know, screw around like that and have fun, like the game is intended to be played. Alright, I'll see you next time, guys.